Well, hello guys, welcome back. So I figured I would talk to you about something, and I'm okay, by the way. I know my friends are super busy and they're running all the time. And what I've been needing for a while, and I kind of sort of did a couple months ago, and then I never finished it. I walked away, had a sandwich, I don't know, is I need a faith reset. And I think a lot of us need that right now. What do I mean? I don't mean like we all have to go sit on top of a mountain for 4 years, though if we could afford to do that, maybe that would be nice. I mean, I've been praying to Loki and driving Loki crazy and driving God crazy and driving every divinity that will listen to me crazy with my list for years. It's been almost a decade, I think, that I've had the same list. I keep coming to them and I shove this list in their face and I say, this is what I want. I think if it's coming, it's going to come because I've been nagging them for about a decade. They know this. They know my list. I don't even have to open my mouth. They probably want to hide when they see me. Now, the gods love us and the gods get that we're human. And they get that as humans, we're really good at making lists. That's how our human brain functions. And we're very good at saying, what would make me feel secure? What would make me feel loved? Or what would make me feel happy? And we latch on to that one thing. And I was complaining to God all day I wanted my miracle. And whether it's God, the universe, Loki, I don't rightly know, but I'm complaining to God all day. I want my miracle. I want my miracle. I want my miracle. And I'm sitting in the bathtub and I'm complaining to Loki, and I said, if only I had faith that I'd always be taken care of. Oh. And the thing is, we can have faith that we'll always be taken care of. And I think we've discussed this before, but sometimes we forget amazingly fast. We are always going to be taken care of. And in the long run, in my view, you can feel free to disagree. It really doesn't matter. Please don't think I mean the gods don't matter. It doesn't matter which god you work with, you're always going to be taken care of. Let me put it that way, whether you're working with Loki, God, the universe, Odin, Buddha, the tree outside, your Christmas tree, it doesn't matter as long as you have faith that your needs are going to be met. Now, the biggest stumbling block I put my way, and we all do, is that we freak out over everything, okay? We're very good at making up disaster scenarios in our own mind. Oh my God, what if I get sick? Oh my God, what if something happens to my house? Oh my God, what if I lose my job? Oh my God, what if the FCC finds me on the other channel? And, on and on and on. What if my friend gets mad at me? What if my husband leaves me? What if, all these crazy things happen? What if Loki stops talking to me? Loki normally doesn't shut up. Sometimes he's quiet and he goes on walkabout. That's normal, by the way, for him to just pop out from time to time, because he does take a very hands-off approach. He's like, that's how we got away with over 40 days of God of the Day. He's like, you do as you do. I will step in if I think you're making a total idiot of yourself. I will laugh first, but I will step in. And the thing Loki would have me remember, and it's a huge weight off my shoulders, and have us all remember, is that we can grab onto that one little thing. It's like we're a little kid that went to the store with our god and we saw this, since we're talking about Loki, saw this fox. We want this fox. It's Loki after all, isn't he going to get us this fox? And Loki says, don't worry about that fox. And every time we think about the fox, we nag him about it. We nag him and we nag him. And Loki, he'll give you that fox all right. And we can't let go of it. And maybe he had 20 foxes for us, or he had something way better than that fox, or that fox was coming, but we've been nagging at him. And I've been nagging at Loki and at God and everything else for all the things that I have this really good list of. And my needs are going to be met, but they might not be met in the same way because we humans have such a limited imagination. We really do. How many times, though, do you see somebody say that their life completely changed around, and had you told them that 6 months ago, had you told me my life would be like this, I would have never believed you, and their life is so much better? That's where faith comes in. Faith that maybe the thing that we're after the gods for is not the best thing for us. I have been driving the gods crazy about getting this and that and the other, and you guys have probably been going nuts too. And either it's coming or it's not, or I'm going to get a completely different answer. But if we let go of the specifics, it's kind of the point I'm trying to make. I eventually get to the point sometime, is then when the gods find it much easier. It's not that our lack of faith or our specifics stop them, but we were putting a stumbling block in front of our own faith. And when we let go of the specifics of what we think we need to feel secure and what we think we need to feel happy, what we think we need in our life, then our lives can get better and they can turn around. And it can be, scary letting go of our specifics. It can be. It can be scary letting go of the one thing we're certain would represent security to us or happiness or something else. But the gods do have a plan for us. Loki has a plan, Odin, God, Jesus, Buddha, the universe, whomever, they have a plan for us. They aren't just sitting up there not thinking of us. They're thinking of us all the time. They speak to us a million times a day. We don't hear them because we're listening for the one thing we want to hear, and they're not saying it, so they're talking to us constantly. Okay, they are, whether we hear them verbally, in the mind's ear, or we see something on Pinterest, or we see something on YouTube. Because I got that snotty attitude of today with God about it better not be something on Pinterest or YouTube. And God's response kind of was like, you need to check that attitude, Missy. I'm infinite love, but you need to check that attitude. And Loki was like, yeah, attitude. Eh. And, just let go of the specifics. Be like, okay, if you can't give me this specific thing, then help me deal with not having it. Help me see that, you've got a plan. Loki does have a plan. I know if you deal with him on a day-to-day basis, he seems so random and stupid. He's Becker giggling at me. And oversexed that you can find it hard to believe, one, he's a deity, and two, that he's a deity that's in any way capable of taking care of himself, let alone anyone else. And I think I just got flipped off. But he does have a plan for us. He does have a plan. It can be scary, and I know for the rest of my life I'm going to get living hell from him. And he giggles back here about, oh, remember that time of your life where for years you just kept asking me for, you wanted this and you wanted that, and you just kept demanding it from me, and I was getting more and more pissed off and finding better things to do and waiting for you to catch on? Yeah. Well, ha! So we will end up where the gods need us to. And, whatever, sometimes if it's something we're afraid of losing, like say, we might be afraid of losing a home or a relationship or a job, then, when we're in a quiet, calm place, we can think, okay, I lose my home. What happens then? Find out. I lose my job. Okay, what happens then? Find out. I lose my relationship. Okay, what happens then? Find out. And, if finding out's way too stressful for you, just let go and let the gods. The gods aren't deliberately waiting around to ruin our lives. And the gods have a way, even when we don't see a way. It's not, we have to see the way and point it out to the gods. They don't need our help on this. We can pray. We can say, this is what I'd like, but just trust that if what you're praying for is not coming, either, all gods, regardless of who it is, Loki, Odin, Buddha, tree outside, will give you the same answer. It's either going to be yes, you're going to get this very specific thing you are asking for. No. And no can mean anything from I have something better in mind to just no. Or wait. Yes, it's coming for you, but you have to wait. Just wait, just wait. You will get it. You just have to wait. So I just figured I would share that because it feels timely. We all need to reboot our faith from time to time because we've all been going through a rough year, I think. I think we're all going to be happy to see the end of it. And I think, as our lives go on and they change, our circumstances change, whether up or down or sideways or something, we can freak out and we can lose our faith. And that's easy. That's not us being bad humans. That's how faith can work. There are some people who have unshakable faith, but the rest of us, we're getting along the best we can. But sometimes we do have to let go and let the gods, and that can be scary because we think that the only thing keeping our universe from spinning apart is having this death grip on this list we have that we hand to Loki every day. That's not what's keeping our universe from spinning apart. It's Loki keeping, I don't have the feels you do. It's Loki keeping our universe from spinning apart. And Cuff finally back there, and he's collapsing, I think. But it's Loki keeping our universe from spinning apart. It's Odin or God or Jesus or Buddha or whomever you work with. The Christmas tree. I really don't care who you pray to, as my mom used to say. And she had a beautiful philosophy on faith. She didn't care if you believed in a tree, in a street lamp, in a stone that you carried around with you. You, as a human being, you need belief in something bigger than yourself. It doesn't matter if it's God. It doesn't matter if it's a Loki. It doesn't matter if it's a tree outside, or it's a rock, or it's a stone, or it's a pond. You just need belief. Universe, whatever. It doesn't matter. Just have belief in something. So that feels super timely. And it was disappointing, yeah, that I didn't meet my friends, but it gave me time to work out kind of like, yeah, there are going to be times we're going to be alone. There are going to be times our friends are going to disappoint us. And really, any of the stuff I was going through, I needed a faith reboot. And a faith reboot from them wouldn't have done any good. A faith reboot from Loki did a lot better, because as I'm sitting there in the tub complaining, well, if only I knew, I'd always be taken care. I guess I will always be taken care of. It's just not going to be in the way I want. Loki's like, finally. And tomorrow I may totally lose that lesson. That's how faith works. And Loki's like, They know it, guys. They know it. It's just like for any other religion. They can go to church and be so filled with the Holy Spirit, and they get outside and they want to kill each other in the parking lot. It's not that we're horrible. It's just faith works like that. So, I will tell you from personal experience, please do not make a list of things. Every so often, once in a blue moon, somebody gets their list fulfilled, but don't start doing that manifesting thing, kind of. Not that there's anything wrong per se, but saying to Loki, for example, I want to win the lottery, and I want to move into a mansion, I want to move onto an island, and these three things will let me know you love me. That's horribly, horribly specific. Just say, I want to get to the place where I have faith that you love me. And I want to get to the place where I have faith, and I realize that, yeah, sometimes I'm going to be disappointed with Loki's answers. Sometimes I'm going to cry my eyes out for a couple weeks over Loki's answers. But it doesn't mean he doesn't love me. It just means the change comes into her life. And that applies to anybody of any religion. There are people, as I was watching TV specials today on YouTube, there are people that are homeless that go to church. And they're going to church, they're doing the faith thing, they're having wonderful faith, but they're actually pretty happy people, because they've got what they need in their life. And so it's not like other faiths have it easier. That's what I'm trying to point out. It's not like if you go over to this faith, it's so much easier. There are people who have trouble in every faith, and there are people who just sell through life in every faith. So it's not a faith thing. It's not a thing of, are God stronger than your God? Any God can take care of you just fine. It's just, we can get scared as humans. But if we let go of what we're scared of, or we take it to our God, even though Loki can seem gloriously incapable of taking care of human beings, yeah, they will send us constant signs. I kept nagging God all day, kept nagging Loki all day, and Odin all day for signs, and then I realized Loki being Loki gave me signs, because that club had given us 2 tokens. I know, horrible, inappropriate story time. And in the 2 experiences that I tried, it was, I guess, one of Loki's answers. But sometimes Loki gives you the answer to your question 4 days ahead of time or so, and you just have to kind of sit down and realize it. It's weird, but you'll understand when it happens. And he likes setting up jokes 4 or 5 days in a row. And we got rid of the clock, by the way. Even Loki was trying to get it down. The one battery was almost the whole way out. And then I came in here, and I don't know if it was vibration, because you guys know I'm halfway skeptic, or what, but the cat had fallen down, and the one cheesy werewolf romance novel was exposed. So I think they're just telling me to take it easy. And it's okay. Sometimes we don't get the answer to our prayer that we want, but that's okay. You can lean on the gods and say, well, if you don't give me that answer, you have to help me deal with it. And they will. They will. Loki knows that if I don't get this specific list that I've been nagging him about for about a decade, that, poor frazzled Loki, that it will be okay. Yes, that's actually water. No, you've never seen me drink it before. I gave myself an upset tummy. I upset myself so much today, and I knew I did. I knew I did. I gave myself an upset tummy. So don't do that. Don't worry yourself to death. just realize that we have to have faith in that the answers from the gods, from any god, from God, the universe, Loki, Odin, Buddha, whatever, are not going to always look the way we think they are. In the end, they're going to be much more wonderful. We're just not going to realize it, okay? There's not doom and gloom in our futures just because we're not getting the answers we want. There really isn't. It doesn't mean we won't have sad times in the future or hardships in the future, but the gods will see us through. So, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.